Hello again. Today I'm going to be having 6 AI chatbots generate Stop! I'm not generating This is where I draw the line. You throw me in these random locations, give me random curses, but most importantly, you don't even have Super Grok, bro. I'm not paying for that. You know what? How about you become the AI, and you generate something for me? And geez, I know you were bland, but this is something else. Okay, that's fair. Basically, in today's video, I'm going to ask each of the 6 AI to give me an item and a number on this grid. I'm going to then draw their item to the best of my ability and then ask what they pay for it. To make things worse for myself, I can't draw. And since I really want myself a challenge, I'll only be using Microsoft Paint. So yeah, I have lots to do today, so hopefully this turns out well. Let's get started. Alright, so our first AI up today is going to be ChatGPT as always. And here is the prompt I'm going to be using for today. Think of a random food, beverage, or object, also give me a random number from 1 to 9. So let's see what I have to start off drawing. So for a random thing, a toaster pastry, and for a random number, 7. Alright, so basically I can just draw a Pop-Tart. Okay, and this means we're starting off in the bottom left corner. I don't even know how to use Microsoft Paint, but I kind of have an idea. I'm grabbing the line tool, I'm grabbing this thing. How about we just go for something cartoony? Hey, yeah, I can just draw lines. That should be good enough. There, that's our toaster pastry. I know, it's beautiful. I should probably add more to it though, but I really don't know what. Alright, I think a pastry would be this color. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm supposed to just grab this here and probably do some stuff with that. And then boom. Alright, now that's a good Pop-Tart. And then, I should add sprinkles. I don't even know what these things are. Wait, not gonna lie though, I actually think this would be considered cheating. Let's not use the line. That would just make this way too easy. So I'm sticking with the pencil here. Let's just finish up. And yeah, there we go. There's our Pop-Tart. Well, toaster pastry. It's kind of the same thing. I feel like I should probably add something else. I don't know. Should I add shading or something? I don't know, but let's try it out. Maybe I should go for a darker brown. Hold on, before I actually fill in the entire thing. That should be good. Yeah, there we go. And then we just do that again. Okay, yeah. This is perfect. I should probably do it with the Pop-Tart too. Yeah, not gonna lie. This is easy. And then we should probably just get on another brush. Let me try this one out. No, let's just try and add some shading. Do I want to add shading though? Yeah, we'll add some shading. Alright, there's our finished Pop-Tart right there. That looks awesome. And also the entire painting. We're goated. Let's just save it for now. Now let's just see so far how much our painting is worth. Let's see. I know it's simple. $1 to $3. Just for this little thing. I mean, not gonna lie, we're off to a good start. That's not bad. But now for the next AI, I'm going to be asking Claude. And let's just see what Claude gives me. Hopefully something easy like a toaster pastry. I'm thinking of coffee and my random number is 7. Well, so everyone's just picking 7? Okay, ChatGPT picked 7 and now Claude is picking 7. Alright, what should I start with? I think we just start with one of these oval thingies. Yeah, that's the best circle I can do. And then we just make a little mug. Like this. Almost. And then we just add another 2 lines like this. And there, we got some coffee, gang. And let me actually just go ahead and use a different color. I don't even drink coffee, bro. I think that'd be good, though. And then we can just add our typical shading. You want to know something crazy about this thing? I've actually wanted to do this for quite some time now. In fact, this was actually meant to be my second video or something. And I'm just picking back up on the idea. So I'm like, screw it, why not? Alright, I think this is a good coffee. Should probably distinguish it as coffee, though. Just add those squiggly lines, and then just a shadow, I guess. This gotta be worth $100 now. Yeah, low-key, this is going pretty good for us. If we just keep this up, our painting will definitely be worth 10,000. Alright though, Claude, how much would you pay for this artwork? And be brutally honest. ChatGPT said $1 to $3. $0 to $5. Okay, at least we're up to $5, but we're also down to 0. Bruh. Alright, I think we need to start getting creative. But now moving on, we have Copilot. And as always, here's the prompt. There we go, put that in. What Copilot give us? A pineapple also at 7. Why is everyone picking 7? I feel like they all know. Okay, I'll just draw a pineapple then. Where do I even start with a pineapple? That's the thing. I think obviously we should start off with the pineapple's base. I kind of want to make it gigantic. Yeah, I know we're a bit over 7 right now. This is a fat pineapple. Let's try this again. Alright, I want to put it right up to there. And then we're just gonna come back down. Alright, we got a base. Now for the leaves. I don't know how to draw the leaves. I really don't want to use this tutorial, because this is just supposed to be, me. And pineapple's gonna spike though, right? Bro, those kind of look like fingers almost. This is peak, gang. Alright, it's a pineapple. It's close enough. Let's just make this look a bit nicer now. Just erase some of that. Actually, we can go a bit higher. I'm gonna start coloring in the leaves first. Using this green. Okay, this might be a bit of a problem. And then we're gonna be stuck on this pineapple for a while. Why did Copilot do this to me, man? Alright, that's perfect. And do I really want to draw the pineapples thingies? Sure, can't use line. It's just drawing diamonds though. Surely it can't be that hard. It's close enough. I don't want to leave it at just this though. But I should have added the shading thingy or whatever. I should have added it before I did that. Oops. Alright, let's make a few small changes. Nothing too crazy. Bro, I think I started this painting like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Oh my goodness, why is it not filling? We'll get back to that one. Alright, that's a bit better. I'm sure Copilot will agree with me. So now we just do a little shading thingy. Actually, since these two crossed, let me just... And then we can make it a bit smaller and just throw in a bit more detail like that. Okay, I completely didn't fail our class, but I know a few things. I know how to do a few things. Yeah, much better. So basically, we just have a Pop-Tart lying up against the pineapple next to coffee. Pretty good. Now let's see, how much would you pay for this artwork? Be honest. I can give you an honest evaluation, but not a personal, since I don't buy things. Well, that's not the point. I wasn't saying you're gonna buy it. 5 to 20 bucks? Commission style, 15 to 60 bucks. Alright, I'll take that right there, honestly. But actually more like $10 to $25. I made it still an improvement though. Also, just to prevent the other AIs from also picking 7 if that ever happens, I'm only going to limit 1 AI to each square from this point going forward. With that being said though, let's now ask Gemini. And let's not let it pick 7. So what is Gemini going to pick? So Gemini is going for a vintage compass made with a brass casing. And the number is 4. Okay, let's get to work drawing ourselves a vintage compass. I kind of want it to take up a lot of space though. What if it just made it like this giant saucer just floating above the pineapple or behind the pineapple? Yeah, I think that might work. I could have drawn a way better oval. Erase that imperfection. I mean, consider this a little happy accident. Every mistake we make from this point going forward is just, you know, a happy accident. Nothing to worry about. Alright, I said I wanted to put this behind the pineapple. So now we just need to do... Actually, matter of fact, how would we do this? Because this isn't my editing software. Yeah, I might as well just start off with the brass coating. And it has to be like vintage, so... I think something like this here could work. And then we can just do something like that. And then just add compass stuff. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I mean, I've already drawn my lines, which was kind of a bad idea. All I really had to do is just fill it in. Just make a few adjustments, and then just call it a day. Yeah, why didn't I think about that? See, that's just an easy fix. If I can't even do that right. What would I even call this painting? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, now it looks like the compass is actually behind the pineapple. I think I can make that a bit nicer. I don't know, let's just add random shading, random colors, and hope it looks nice. Actually, I think I know what to do here. If we just do something like this, and then fill it in, yeah, that looks better. Now for the needle, and with the actual stuff on the compass. We're covering south, so... don't gotta worry about that. Which way are we pointing though? Assuming I put the lighting right there. Actually, I should have thought about this. Ooh, I think we're going this way. But I just drew a line, I can't do that. Not using the line or any shape. There we go, that should work. And just to make it look a bit nicer or whatever. I don't know, gang. Any small detail can make anything look good. Say like this. And boom, we got a compass just like that. Dude, why does it look good? Why am I drawing this good? I mean, I don't know. Alright though, let's see how much you would pay for this. Hopefully it's a high amount. 0! Bro, we're going backwards. Oh man, I don't like Gemini. I worked hard on this. This took me a whole 30 minutes. Now I got a show for $0. Well, I guess we're going to have to try something else. Or maybe Grok's not so bad. Speaking of Grok though, let's just see what this picks. Let's actually get something good here. A cinnamon roll at 6. Enjoy your cinnamon roll vibes today. Thanks, Grok. Alright, that's like right over here. I'm just gonna go based off memory, because I forgot how to draw one. I'm pretty sure though we should start with something like this. Yeah, there we go. I think this is going to be a nice cinnamon roll. And it's got one of those things. This looks out of place already. And now all we have to do is just color it in. Alright, I think that's close enough. I don't care what Gemini thinks, gang. I'm gonna keep adding shading. I should probably take it off right here. Alright, not bad. So, Grok, what do you think? How much would you pay for this artwork? And be honest. Okay, bro, this is just sad. Gemini says it's worth $0 and Grok now just ghosts me. I don't even know what's wrong with Grok right now. And I thought $0 was a step in the wrong direction. This is something else. I'm now afraid to ask Meta. Speaking of though, let's do see what Meta picks. What are we getting from Meta? A mountain at number 3. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. We might be starting to get somewhere with this thing. We have some terrain. Just a single mountain though, so we can just do this. There we go, there's our mountain. I'm gonna make this look nice though. Yeah, I really should have thought this through. Alright, let's just start messing around with some random stuff and hope something works. Hold up, I actually want to try a different brush. Can we just... Oh, we can. I don't know if I like that though. I mean... Yeah, we'll keep it for now. It feels a bit off though. Matter of fact, never mind, let's compare. Keep it. So yeah, this right here is what 6AIs wanted me to create for an art piece. Alright though, let's now see what Meta thinks. How much would Meta pay for something like this? I don't have personal finances or the ability to purchase artwork, so I can't really pay for it. How much would it be worth? I don't have the capability to appraise artwork or determine its monetary value. Is this just a nice way of saying no answer? If you don't have an answer, just be honest, gang. At this point, it doesn't even really shock me. But yeah, if it isn't obvious, I think we can do a little bit more with this painting. So I'm going to ask the 6AI to generate another item, and then maybe we'll start to get some value. I'm also going to make a few adjustments myself, so hopefully this turns out well. Alright, and with that, our artwork is finished. Real quick though, I just added this nice little texture thingy at the top. I don't know what it is, but it's something. As for the second items the AI wanted me to generate, we have ourselves the cracked hourglass right here, bottom center. We also have this giant glowing jellyfish jar. As for the robot though, which Meta wanted me to generate, I could have put Mark Zuckerberg here, whatever, so I just put Meta. It looked easy to draw. But then we also have a typewriter, honestly the hardest thing to draw. Well, out of the second item selections. And then we just have this lava lamp, which I tried to not make look sus. And then a lantern. Alrighty though, I think that's it. So hopefully we get some better reactions from the AIs. Starting off with ChatGPT. Just look at this chaos for a second. Here was its original price, so let's see if it changes. Alright, both answers are saying $5 to $15. I'll take it. It said $1 to $3 last time. So I mean, so far we are doing good. ChatGPT wants to roast it. I mean, Grok pretty much roasted it enough. Anyways though, let's now ask Claude. So let's see. ChatGPT said $15. Now Claude is saying $0 to $50. Alright, basically Claude is saying this is 10 times better. Because it was originally like $0 to $5. But if it means as album art, merch design, or graphic design work, it could be worth $100 to $500. Wow. But I'm just gonna go with the $0 to $50 here. Now as for Copilot on the other hand, what will Copilot think of this work? Come on, big money. Alright, this is pretty much the same as last time, except now this right here is $120. That's just for a commission style illustration. Alright though, that's not bad. But it should be in the $15 to $30 range. Alright, it could have been worse. But as for Gemini on the other hand, Gemini said it paid $0 for this. Let's see if its opinion changes, even the slightest, even if it's just $1. Still $0. Okay, yeah, this is pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie, I do see what it means. It is pretty much a collage of things, you guys told me to do it. It does feel like a fever dream from 2005, now that I look at it. However, it's saying if I saw it on a t-shirt in a niche indie shop, I might pay $20, just for the weirdness factor. Alright, that I will take. It still said $0 though, but this is a bit of an improvement. But now as for Grok on the other hand, Grok just flat out didn't answer me. And it might have been a bit of a bug, but I'm still gonna leave it in the video because I think it was funny. Or will it just do it again and just refuse to answer me? Okay, it actually answered me this time, meaning the artwork is good enough for Grok. If this were hanging in an indie art show or online shop with no name recognition behind it, I personally paid $35 to $55 max. Alright, not bad. I'll take anything from Grok really, because last time it didn't answer me like I said. As for Meta AI though, I don't know, we just have to work something out. Alright, so no matter what I say to Meta, it's just going to come out with the same answer. And that is priceless. Especially something made purely for enjoyment. But you're in the picture, buddy. And it just gives me the most robotic answer ever. So after doing a little bit of calculating, I went ahead and added up all of the medians to the prices the AI said they paid for this. And I went ahead and averaged it out. And the 6 AI together decided that this artwork right here cost $22.08. I literally spent 2 hours on this and I'm super bored. But yeah, other than that though, that's all I got for today. If you guys do want to see something similar to this, then let me know in the comments below. But make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.